wanting to do a Command and Conquer for a while, but I'm like, I already have Original War going, and I don't really want to put two strategy games out at the same time, because they're the same kind of game. Then I remembered Renegade. Now, for those of you who don't really know Renegade, or don't really know Command and Conquer in general, Renegade is based around a commando during the era of the first Command and Conquer. So anything like 2 or 3, this is way before that, to the point that the buildings are actually 3D scaled replicas of the actual buildings in Command and Conquer, and you can actually go into them, and they have, you know, all these mechanics and stuff, and, you know, machines, and all just generally, it's kind of how people felt when World of Warcraft came out. Like, I've played that in an RTS. I'd love to be there in a first person to just see everything as it would be as an actual soldier. I really actually like games like that, where you see things in a kind of RTS, and then they make a first person or something like that, and you can actually go into the things yourself from the view of the soldier instead of the view of the commander. That's always been nice to me. Now, as for Command & Conquer in general, this one was made in 2002, developed by Westwood Studios. How we miss them. It's been since handed over to Electronic Arts, if I remember correctly. As it says here, it's been published by them, but basically the entire series is owned by them now, so yeah. Anyway, I will be playing through the entire campaign. There was also multiplayer, but that was hosted with GameSpy, and GameSpy doesn't exist anymore, and the multiplayer was actually pretty entertaining. I was just never around for it, but I've seen videos, and it's one of those things that make you feel like you were just around back then, kind of things. Now, as it is me, I will be playing it on Commando. I've played it on Soldier before, but I haven't played this game since I was like 14 or so like 67 years ago. And I played it on Soldier, and I played a little bit on Commando. The game isn't actually that difficult. It's difficult in parts, but generally Commando can actually be played without being sadistic. So I'll play Commando, and with no further ado, let's just get right into there. And it has a little bit of problem loading things with that sound thing. I'm playing this on the, as much as I hate to say it, the Origin version, because I bought the pack that had all of the games in Gamersgate and didn't realize the key was for Origin. I bought the pack because I only had a few of the games from way back in the day, and I wanted all of them and the newer ones too. But it's played through Origin, which is also why the resolution is kind of funky and why there's black bars on the side, because you can open it. You can load it just fine in higher resolutions, but that's a configuration file that doesn't seem to go with the Origin.
An imaginary base. Quiet. Exactly. It's too quiet. It's this terrain.
Recon 1, this is Eagle Base. What's the delay up there?
Copy, Eagle Base. Still no sign of any nod installation.
Stay loose. Keep your eyes open.
That commando is us. And a couple engineers.
Sounds like they're still in trouble, sir.
Saddle up, let's move.
Let's collect ammo and move
Looks like
forward
there were
with the
5
engineers.
channels.
I do. Alright. Hey. It's the first level, so it's like, here's the introduction. That and I think snipers take, like, 0 damage.
Captain Havoc,
Oh.
this way. Are we glad to see you?
Now, we need to kill these guys. There we go. Should be, there are headshots, but they actually don't get instantly killed from them. They actually just take more damage. That guy runs away and apparently blew up the NPC behind him. It's not the best. Let's not collect that for now, just because we might take more damage before we leave. Oh, there we are. We can actually manage to kill these. However, that thing is not going to stand there long enough for our machine gun to actually be able to kill it. Right now, it feels like, well, it feels and looks like a standard shooter, but again, it's the first level. Later on, you'll actually feel like a commando. Unlike now, where you're just, oh, hello. Apparently, we made him run away.
Look, they're on the run.
Thanks, Havoc. We owe you big time.
Recon 1 to Eagle Base. We're taking casualties, but we're okay.
Copy that, Recon 1. Make your repairs and prepare to move out.
Stand by for repair.
Havoc, you are go to proceed with the mission.
This
Your tank
actually,
is repaired and ready to roll, sir.
Take Recon 1's tank. You'll need it.
this was actually something that wasn't in the original game, of people repairing vehicles like that.
C4 is set. Fire in the hole.
And now, we get the tank. And there's that one
Reinforcements
being
have arrived.
Eagle Base, we're on the ground.
Havoc, stay close to that hump.
Eagle Base, we must be close. The non-harvester
Get out of
here.
Good work. I'm sending in more firepower.
tanks are not very good against infantry. That is actually possible to shoot down with the tank. I'm going to try. Oh, let's get rid of that.
Copy Orca 6. Your ball,
Now,
Havoc. Finish off that harvester.
I will. For those of you who don't know the original Command and Conquer, this stuff is Tiberium, which is basically the entire story of this stuff came down to Earth, and it's basically it grows like a plant, but it's made of precious metals. And it's also radioactive. If we were to drive it, well, not drive, but if we were to go over that as a person, we actually start to take damage.
Eagle Base, we found it.
Confirmed. Excellent work. Airstrikes inbound.
Take a look around.
This is exactly how a non-base would look like in the original game. And that is a hand of Nod, which just completely destroys things. It's a giant, not a hand of Nod. The barracks over there is a hand of Nod. I forget exactly.
Havoc, you've got to clear out those SAM sites.
Down! Obelisk is down!
Obelisk, that's it. I can't really clear out the SAM site if there's people in my way. Also, let's get rid of this mobile artillery that's trying to shoot at us.
SAM site destroyed.
And a light tank over there.
SAM site destroyed.
Apparently they destroyed the SAM sites for me.
This is Eagle Cloud 1, starting attack run.
This is Eagle Base. I'm not risking any more pilots. We have a GPS lock on the Nod installation. Prepare for
Yeah.
ion cannon strike.
Ion cannon. Oh yeah, there we go. This is where it's a little bit crazy. Get better.
The Nod base is down. Good job, Havoc. The base computer should contain a wealth of intelligence data. Mission accomplished.
first level of Command & Conquer Renegade. That level was really just to... It's kind of like a cinematic level, really. Because, you know, going in, saving people, attacking a base, all of that stuff, just... It's more of like a cinematic thing. I kind of felt like you were playing a movie.
Where's my medal?
I'm a Brigadier General, Havoc. The least you can do is call me Sir.
You got it, sir.
We cracked the encryption on the intel you acquired. It details Nod troop movements in 4 sizes. Generally, unremarkable information. But this is something special. As you know, Nod has a Special Forces division of elite assassins called the Black Hand. This is a covert communique detailing 2 top-secret Black Hand operations. The first is in Guatemala. The second is in the remote agricultural area we're approaching. Details are sketchy at best. Nod forces are herding civilians into religious conditioning camps.
Torture and brainwashing.
No doubt. After processing, they're being escorted by the Black Hand to an undisclosed location. We launched an assault on the area 2 hours ago. It failed. We'll have reinforcements for our support craft in 6 hours.
They're torturing civvies. We can't wait 6 hours. Let's roll!
6 hours, Captain. Until then, you'll stand down. I won't have you risking multi-million-dollar equipment on any of your impulsive gung-ho tactics. You're part of a team, Havoc. It's time for you to start acting as such. Are we clear? Are we clear?
Crystal. Sir.
Get General Shepard on the line. We need those reinforcements yesterday. Status report.
General, we have a situation. It's Captain Parker, sir.
Havoc?
He's liberated a hovercraft, sir.
Launch our remaining support craft.
Sir?
You have your orders, Lieutenant. If he survives, I'll pin a medal on him. Then, I may have him shot.
Now, it's kind of a generic-ish story, you know. Commando who just wants to do the right thing, justice, all that stuff, with a troubled past. It's you know, kind of generic style thing we've all seen. What I thought was, especially when I was younger, one of the greatest things was that their tactical screen was actually how original Command & Conquer looked, and then it flashed into this. Now, sadly we don't have... Oh, we do have the ammo from
Now,
last time.
locate the Nod Detention Center. The civilians are being held there.
This is an actual base. Now, the cutscenes are kind of loud. Even though you can turn down the sound, it doesn't seem to affect the cutscenes or something.
It's Havoc! Our base is destroyed, and Nod is taking prisoners. Follow me!
I don't know, we could repair that base. We got something to repair it with. Follow the blue guy. But there is C4. No, there's nothing. I could actually, may as well. No, I think that'll actually take 2 shots to try and destroy.
Thanks for the save. Did you find Captain Duncan yet? I think he went down the path behind the construction yard.
Thank you, Mr.
Access
Whoever
denied.
you are. Let's follow the commander. Over here. There's another cargo truck. I don't... Oh, there's C4. It's just something nice to collect, just to have it to use later down the line. Apparently it's giving you tips up on how to use C4 up at the front.
This is the path. Let's go.
And maximum health increase by 4 points.
You hear that?
Granted, you're just noobsing. This is Tiberium, up much closer. Which basically means in like a week, this would probably just be completely impassable because it would be radioactive and kill you. Oh, there's a lot of people. Actually, I think for now, it would be fine to use the pistol.
Good timing. Nod was closing in. I've been protecting something special. It's a prototype homing beacon for GDI's new space-based ion cannon. Great for taking out large structures. Once you place the beacon, you have 10 seconds to clear the area. I gotta go see to my men. Good luck.
So we got the ability to call down an ion strike. And he gets to run away. That is some Tiberium in there. I'm going to save. And we will continue later. So when we come back, okay, this is the map. I always had trouble kind of reading this map because it's like, oh, there you are, but okay. But then, to me, it was just always kind of difficult when I was younger. I can read it a bit better now. Like I can tell, okay, I went that way to get over there, and there's the gate and all that stuff. But yeah, game time and characters, and this is actually one of the people in his old team, and we'll meet them later down the line, as well as most of the names here. It's kind of giving you a background-ish story, but you actually have to look at it. I'm just going to scroll through these. You can pause to read them, because otherwise I'd sit here for 10 minutes reading them. Prison. Now, as you can guess, the red is the nod, and then white would actually be civilian, and then this is just weapons, of course. Apparently they already put the sniper rifle in there, maybe because we killed someone with it. You never actually get to fly, which was kinda sad, because flying would have been fun, although I'm not sure how they would have prevented people from flying off the screen, off the area, besides invisible walls, which I never really liked invisible walls. And these are the actual buildings, which are designed precisely as how they look in the actual game, which I'll probably play sometime in the future. But until then, until next time, see you later.